tape is rolling, man. We're back. Talking Noise Podcast, episode 6, I guess we can call it. But special edition because we got some breaking news. Breaking news that came out of the Celtics world. I'm repping my Aggies today, proud product of a HBCU. I see you got your Boston Celtics hat on. Harper in the building. Mies is not with us today, but I know he got some thoughts on this, so we get that a little bit later.
Amazing.
How you been feeling?
Feeling good, man. Same old, man. Living life. Another year older. Fall is here, This is the last time we got this daylight savings, man. So I'm not happy that I got to do it one more time, but I only got to do it one more time.
So is it on this one or is it on the next one? Is it
It's
still
on the
going
next
back?
one. This is the last time it will go back. So once it goes forward again, it's never going back again.
So it's still going to be dark early.
I mean, it's going to be dark early just because that's the natural of what the waves or whatever. But nah, it's going to, so how the time jumps. So like when you wake up now, you know how at about 6 a.m. it starts getting light.
Sunrise coming up, yeah.
Exactly. So now it'll be more so stay dark around then. So now, to me, the daylight savings, to get off topic, daylight savings was, I heard it's for the farmers. So it's more so, it was like a more early rising for them so they could work more in the daylight. If that makes sense. But now, I mean, they got greenhouses.
So they want to produce more chickens and all that stuff.
I got some trivia for you about
Get
this.
greens.
Since we talking about the weather.
Is it a prostitute?
Who was the first person to bring attention to getting this changed permanently? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. I forgot it changed.
The one and only Donald Trump.
Oh, gosh.
And on that note,
that's one thing he put on his resume.
He didn't even get it done, though. He didn't even get it done. Biden got it done.
He might have took that document with him. But anyway,
right.
We are here to talk about some breaking news out of Boston. Boston Celtics suspend coach Ime Udoka for the 2022-2023 season for 1 year. So a little backstory about this, and it came out kind of all of a sudden in shocking manner.
Middle of the night.
Middle of the night. Woj put out a tweet that was kind of misleading. I mean, what happened? Vague, not a lot of information. And then later, probably like midnight around 12:30, more information came out, said that he reportedly had a intimate relationship with a female member of the franchise. But Ime did put out a statement saying, quote, "I want to apologize to our players, fans, and the entire Celtics organization and family for letting them down." And he also goes on to say, "I am sorry for putting the team in this difficult situation, and I accept the team's decision. Out of respect for everyone involved, I will have no further comment," end quote. So he's gone for the season. Just coming off a phenomenal first season as the Celtics head coach. You come in, you new blood, you get these guys going, you get to the finals, 2 games away from a championship. And then now we're literally days away. Friday is the first preseason game, I think the 30th, first preseason game. And now this happens. What was you thinking when you first heard it? And what was going through your mind? And basically, how you feeling?
Well, I felt terrible. I didn't believe it. You actually sent it to me, Mr. Breaking News.
I mean, I don't miss much.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, not to be funny, but I guess it will come out funny. My first thought is, You got Nia Long at the house.
Man, what are you thinking?
Hey, look, that's like Halle Berry of our time. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like she right there with Halle
And she's
Berry.
still
Like
fine to this day.
still fine.
50 plus.
At the games with my man. You know what I'm saying? They got a kid, I believe. You know, it's just a bad situation. You know what? We don't know what happened.
Correct.
That we still vague, still no details really. After watching the media day yesterday, it just left me with even more questions because almost every player on our team said that they found out about this the same way we did. And even now, they're like, I don't know what's going on. To
But
me,
with
the
that
worst part.
is, I mean, how much, like I told somebody earlier today, how much information do you know about your GM doing stuff? As far
None.
as, them making moves or if something going on in
Oh,
your
well, you
department,
may know. It depends on who you are.
they not really giving out too much information.
No, probably not too much.
Yeah. So go ahead and
But
finish.
at the same time, there has to be some type of like I understand you want to respect all parties involved, and we haven't heard from all parties. We don't even know who the other parties are. But just to have a little clarity in your work, like if this was this serious, that this was a matter in your work area, that should be the same, can be considered in the same. Like there's a lot of, it needs to be more clarity, I would think, with the situation. Like, I don't know. It's just the way everybody answered the questions. It was just very, so y'all still haven't even said anything about this. Like you can still, like even with the Phoenix Suns owner thing.
Yes.
They did the same type of private party to investigate. Did the investigation, interviewed people just like we did, and came to a conclusion. After that conclusion was made, they gave him his punishment, and then they put the information out on why this is the punishment. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't have to tell who these people are if that's what we are concerned about. But like even now, the way that Brad Stevens was getting choked up last week about the whole um the the women getting slandered in their work area, and it's not fair. And he's right, it's not fair. It's kind of messed up. But now you need to do a little damage control, and you need to, hey, this is what happened.
Well, they put out a statement saying that uh that the one female staffer that they was going at, I think Allison, she wasn't involved. Celtics did put out
Right.
a statement about that. And people quick to say, "Oh, that she the only person on the staff," and blah, blah. It's other people around in the back that handle different things that might not have a VP job or a high ranking in the organization, but it's other departments and things like that that are connected with the team. Um, but you, it, it depends on how much detail. I mean, you could put out detail. It's a thin line to put out details because we don't know the extreme of what happened. And could have been harassment or something like that. We don't know the extreme of what really, really took place. So putting out some of that information is, I don't know if it's a thin line that you want to cross, especially for that person's family, the privacy and things like that.
Understood.
So
Understood.
you put out enough information for people to understand. All right, this is why you had a relationship with a staffer. Um, you did some inappropriate things. As far as what the things were, we don't know, but the organization knows. And then you go
Matt
into
Barnes know too.
probably so. It seemed like Richard Jefferson talking about it as well, saying if
I seen that.
you don't want to hear some of the stuff that kind of went on. Which you know, I don't know if it's like so. This is like when you get the investigation and go into details, especially if you in that Boston market. Is it a police report? Let's check on that. Is it this? You kind of do your digging to see if it really went that far, or could you, maybe get a report from the team and kind of get some details and go into it? But initially the report saying it was consensual that was coming from Ime camp, and then it came out. I mean, I'm guessing it was consensual relationship. The details are still unknown.
That clearly came from Ime's camp. Because, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
So the details are still unknown, but definitely shocking when we first heard the news. Um, and it's just like you had something going good for you. You was in a great spot. You was coaching the Boston Celtics. You coming out of for a phenomenal first year. You getting all these good pieces. Made a trade for Brogdon. Got Gallinari even though he got hurt. You still got some pieces in there, and you still gonna be
You
a
got
top
a
team.
championship team. You
Yeah,
got a championship
you
team
still
in a
gonna be a top
championship
team in
town.
there.
In a
How
championship town.
how do you mess something like this up? Uh, and you might be destroying your career.
Yeah, that might be it.
This could be over for you. So it was. I mean, you never know what goes on behind the closed doors and the situation that people go in. I mean, I'm pretty sure we get tested every day about, even if it's, you might not think a girl trying to holler at you, but they might try to give you a signal just looking at you, or it's just temptation all around you
Oh yeah.
that you deal with, and it's not for
Every
just
day,
men; it's
all
just
day.
for women too, especially women. You know, the matter. I mean, you could just, how many stories. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women that can tell stories. I just went to go get something from a gas station, and 7 people tried to talk to me, and
Right.
I'm looking like, who did it and who don't know why. You know why? So, um,
I mean,
that
it's human nature, but
yeah,
it's also human nature to take it too far. So, I mean, it's a slippery slope, and he know better, man. And like we said, I mean, it ain't like you don't have your own. I mean, we're saying it's knee alone because it's literally knee alone. But if it's any woman, that's you know what I'm saying? It needs to be. We talk about this sometimes. It needs to be more of this in the world today. Like our generation now, being in a monogamous relationship is not very important. It's
yeah,
not. It's not something that our generation values really at all. And I think mainly because it's just so easy to access people now. Like I can talk to you on 50 different channels I can go through to talk to you. And this conversation can be erased today. It can be erased now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
hmm
it's just too easy. It's at my fingertips now. I can do stuff I shouldn't do. And our coach got caught up into it, but I will say I know you want to touch on this some more. This wasn't even the worst news that came out this week.
Or was it?
My center that I can't win a championship without is not now hurt 4 to 6 weeks, but now he's out 8 to 12. Derrick, I'll let you take over. What am I talking about?
Robert Williams, I guess he had some knee surgery to get the fluid out of his knee, and
See, that
now
would
he's
make you
out.
drop your head. You seen that? No, I'm gonna tell you. I heard today what it was. See,
What?
I'm sad about Ime, but it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, he had his opportunity, but he screwed up. I mean,
Yeah,
point blank, period. You screwed up. I mean, you did benefit from the what you had, what was in the cupboard when you got here, but he did get us there. We didn't win, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not that sad about the Ime thing. It does throw a wrench in the whole season just because they didn't fire him, but I'm pretty sure that's coming soon. They just got to work out how to pay him or whatever without it being a legal issue. But to me, the Robert Williams news that you touched on is what bothered me. And you just stated he had to get some fluid drain. That's what initially they said it was. Now, again, yesterday in the media day, during his interview, he said something about they had to remove like some bone fragments or just some pieces of bone. So now I'm like, what is that? And then it went from 4 to 6 weeks he'll be back playing. Now it's 8 to 12 weeks before he can continue basketball activities.
Yeah.
So that means he will start ramping up to see if he can play for at least 3 months.
The thing is, it's a consistent thing with him. We go through this all the
Every
time.
year.
I don't know. It just might be his body just can't take it.
I'm sure that's what it
The
is.
banging it and then running up and down the different floors. I don't know if his body can hold up.
You remember we used to say this about Greg Oden when we was younger. Great player. Yao Ming was another one. Great player. But their body ain't meant to be as big as it is. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when people get the sizes they get, it is by accident. You know what I'm saying? And a part of their body can't handle the stress of being an athlete. And Yao Ming, it was his feet. Greg Oden, I believe it was his feet too, wasn't it? Or his knee. It was his knee. And now you got Rob Williams, which, I mean, he's going from hip to now this knee thing. And I don't feel like he's going – I feel like the peak version of Robert Williams, we've already seen him. And that's bad because I think he may be 25, 20 – he might be 24. And it is sad because he's really talented. And even though he can never train or go through an off season, he is getting better. But I don't think he's ever truly had an off season where it's like, man, he just got better this year. Because he's always rehabbing.
All the time. It's
It's
almost
never
like Markel
time for him to work.
Fultz. It was some other people. I forgot.
What you mean?
Ben Simmons was on one of them, but
What you talking about?
just always getting hurt, but never had really
Oh.
an off season to kind of,
Get
gel with the
better.
team,
Yeah.
get chemistry, work out in
Add
camp.
something to your game. At this point, we just hoping Rob Williams comes back as what he was last year. That's all we waiting on. And I mean, that's a very talented player.
But now we got to wait till early December.
I say all-star game.
He going to be out that long?
I think so. Is that not normally how he's out?
That's almost 3 months, maybe 3.5.
12 weeks. So you think exactly 12 weeks he going to be playing? Come on, Derrick. He going to be on he going to ramp up. Then he going to be on what? At some point, it'll even be a minutes restriction, which will be what? When we see peak form, all right, play Robert Williams, it'll be the end of the season. You know it. It will be. I mean, it's sad, man. We talked the other day. We got to go ahead and pivot. Like you got it. Your starting center is 30. What is he? 37, and I don't know if you've seen Al at Media Day, but he looks in even better shape than he was last year. So I give him that. But he's 37 years old. Like, we cannot depend on that 37-year-old center. He's not LeBron. He is aging pretty gracefully, but we got to have a true, not even backup level guy at this point, replacement.
Yeah, Luke Kennard.
Please stop.
They showed today he was with the first team.
Breaking threes.
They say he was with the first team today.
And what's his name? It's not Luke Kennard. It's
Luke Cornett.
Luke Cornett. I couldn't say Luke Kennard. I know that name. You better be glad Mees didn't hear that.
LK, how about that?
Yeah, hey, look, won't play. That's what we need to call him. That ain't no solution, man.
It's not a solution, but he's going to be out there. But the thing is, are you going to make that deal? You didn't use the TPE. What else do you got out there?
We didn't need it at the time.
Are you going to bring somebody else in? Well, you did need it at the time because you needed stability. You needed somebody that can kind of hold. It's just like sometimes you got your starters, you got your rotation, but sometimes you just need that security measure to keep you.
We had that. He got injured before Robert Williams. Again, Derrick, take it away.
Rob is just too much.
Danilo Gallinari. Oh, how I miss thee. Never got to see you. Probably never will see you.
So he ain't
That is
playing.
our way. That's
So
our
you
way
saying he
out of
not
this.
playing? He not playing the game for the
No,
Celtics.
he won't play a game for himself.
So Brad gonna trade him.
Mm-hmm. If Brad want to win a championship,
Let's bet on that.
Brad, I need to say that. Brad got his "I'm gonna do it the right way" thing this summer, and that's what I coach. All right. Now, again, Robert Williams will miss 2 months. You see what that says? That ain't maybe. No, we gonna see what you look like in 2 months. And then my thing is this: maybe they wanted to give Rob a regular summer. I'm confused how this went. Why is it almost October and we just got our surgery 4 days ago? The season ended in June.
So he can have an all season.
Derrick, you're gonna have an all season wheeling that leg around.
Maybe they just
Come
had to.
on, man.
I can't really answer that. I don't know
Derrick, we lost in the
how that
final.
works. After he lost in the finals, he should be flying back that Monday or whatever, 2 days later and getting that surgery.
That leads me to believe that a couple things. Either
he postponed it.
Either he postponed it, either
Or
the team postponed it, or he re-injured it, or he should have never came back as early as he did. So it makes me wonder. I want to know which surgery he got, because like we always say, there's the Derrick Rose surgery and then there's the Dwayne Wade surgery. Same injury, but it was handled 2 different ways. Dwayne Wade got his meniscus taken all the way out of his knee, and it was able for him to have his same athleticism for 10, 15 years. But he's probably going to have pain. That's why he had to retire a little earlier than the rest of the
because he had that bone on bone.
He had bone on bone because there's
Good
no
gracious.
cartilage there. So he's going to have crazy arthritis probably for the rest of his life. But he's a Hall of Famer with 3 championships, and I'm a rich man sacrificing my knee. Now, then there's Derrick Rose, same injury.
He probably, you know how they give kidneys, he probably getting a cartilage in there.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Cut it off, too.
Give me a nub.
Exactly. Now you have Derrick Rose, who got the same surgery that Robert Williams got, where you just got the meniscus snipped where you tore it. So if you didn't completely tear it all the way, they'll just cut off the portion that you messed up, and then you kind of wait for it to gel with the rest of it. Like the ligaments don't regrow. It just kind of stretches to where it needs to be. So if it doesn't regrow, well, if it doesn't stretch and connect correctly after snipping it, they have to go back in and snip some more. Dang. So that's probably what I'm assuming happened. I know I sound like I'm on MD, medical MD over here, but
Dr. Harper is joining.
Right, these guys get this injury so much. I've looked it up in so many different sports, but I wonder what it's going to be for Rob, because I know initially he did get it trimmed. So we're going to see. Rob, you want to play? You want to be a great player for 7 years, or do you want to be an okay player for 12?
Just be okay. That's all you want right now, ain't it?
Nah. No. Come on, Derrick.
Why not?
Be an awesome player for 7 years.
What is he right now? Awesome?
Last year, when he was healthy, he was awesome. He made second team all defense playing 50 games. And he deserved to make that team.
He did. I mean, he was a force, and then the stats backed him up when he was on the floor.
Blocks per minute, I think he was top 3. Rebounds per minute, I think he was also top 3. He led the league in field goal percentage. I don't think he qualified because of games played, but he led. I think he's led the league in field goal percentage since he came in the league, which a lot of people don't know. But Rob has became a very good player. I mean, he is a core player on our team. We were ready to trade him 2 years ago because he can't stay healthy. So
that's what we need. I mean, what do you see? the Celtics going from here? Are you still saying we're top 3 in the East right now?
Yeah, I think we top 3. I mean, all right. So moving on from Ime, so we do know who our interim is. Was Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah.
Joe Mazzulla. He actually coached the G League team. You know, they say him and Tatum is real tight. Um, he has I think he was an assistant with Brad's last season or 2019, 2020. And then he went to he was in the G League team the previous 3 years. Excuse my pets. And then he coached the G League team again. He was the head coach of the G League team last year. So he does, and I think he coached in college in West Virginia, head coach for like 2 years. So he has some experience. I think he's about our age. And it's gonna be a lot for him, but I mean, again, just like with Ime, is it more so? Was it Ime? I mean, a lot of how Ime talked was what it was. X's and O's. I wasn't very impressed with Ime. I'm sure you weren't either. Not moving away from Brad, but it ain't like they ain't gonna have the same plays.
Bring Brad back.
Well, see, that's something else. Brad is there. And we talked about this. Brad is still there. I know he's still giving his input. That entire team is who Brad coached. It would be foolish if they don't use Brad, especially right now. You know, I understand Brad don't want to, he's got a different role, respect, but he going to have to help. And
Yeah,
I
but
think
he can help behind the scenes and, get them in the right places and give them the right things and coach them in the film room and things like that. But he can't put an earpiece in his ear and say, all right, in this timeout,
yeah,
you're
right.
To do
but
this,
he shouldn't have to.
So he got
have to.
Exactly. So I think they're going to, first of all, I think Ime's done.
Yeah.
He probably not coming back as the Celtics. So now you got everyone coach. Do you hire somebody this year or do you wait?
I mean, we see again too, it's the catch-20 because it's like, okay, we went over the luxury tax for the first time since this core was together this summer.
Yeah, because the owner saw how close we were, and all right, we
were close.
We here now. Let's do what you want to do with it.
So because we are still over that luxury tax, I mean, you got to go for it, man. Like, I understand you want to do a solid by Gallinari by keeping him because I think he really wanted to play for Boston. But I mean, whatever. I'd say you trade him. We ain't here to be sentimental with these guys, man. I mean, it is what it is. We got a chance to win the championship, and the window is now, and the window getting smaller and smaller every time somebody get hurt. So that's about $7 million. That's mid-level money right there. You can move. Me personally, I want to see us go after Jay Crowder, and then maybe. I know it's never a popular player, but LeBron. I feel like Dwight Howard could fill a lot of what we need at the center spot, at the backup center spot.
We've been saying this for 3 years now.
We have, and he's won a championship since then and played. I mean, decent. He's not a terrible player still. He's not crazy athletic anymore, but I mean, he is still a very effective player. He's a body. Like Nah, I don't think players like him. Is that what you said? I don't think players like him. Oh, yeah, that too. I don't think players like him either.
I mean,
he can't be very popular.
He could be different, especially from the years he's been in the NBA. But he was a beast when the first probably 8 or 9 years in the league.
That's crazy. Dwight probably working on what, year 18?
It's been a while.
17, probably, something like that.
So he will give us more of a inside presence and a force. Sure. And somebody that can bang with Embiid. Somebody can block some shots, rebound. The only thing is just like switching on defense. But you can only do so much, but that's what you got help for. And that's what you can run through the screens for. And that's what you got the defensive player of the year for, Marcus Smart, to kind of get everybody together. But I mean, we still top 3 team in the East. It's a big year. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum in their prime. They just got to go out and show it. I think they come out with a different chip on their shoulder, especially Jaylen Brown from all the trade rumors this summer and what was going on. And then you put a Brogdon in there that, you know, a better, it's an upgrade to the bench and an upgrade to your 6 man if he's not starting. So it should be an interesting season. I don't know what coaches out there that I might want or that I might like, but we need to get somebody in there.
We need to make a move now for a coach?
I don't think we need to make a move now. I mean, like Tatum said, it's just something different, but it ain't like it's somebody new that haven't been around. The guy already been around. We know him. He's just in a different role right now. So, but the thing is, are they going to buy into what he's saying, what he's trying to do, what he's saying in the huddle, or are they going to shoo him off? So those are the things that you got to, which Ime already set in stone, set in place, and had in place from his coaching.
They know how to win now. They should know how to win now.
Now you got to kind of build that with a new guy that's in charge and have a different role. So, and they know how to win, and they need to go. I think the main thing about the Celtics always was just finishing.
Yeah,
finishing games. You get up to this league,
being engaged in games as well.
Like, come on.
I mean, some games we know in the first 5 minutes, oh well, we gonna lose tonight, and we just pretty much joking BS the rest of the game because they ain't here. They ain't here today. And I feel like Ime fixed a lot of that. It took half the season, but Ime finally got through to them. So what I want to see now, and I want your opinion on this. Now, I remember last year Ime wanted 2 captains, not just one. And that's not something Boston do a lot. I think the last captain of the Celtics, that's some trivia for you. Who was the last captain of the Celtics? Celtics fan.
Who was what?
Who was the last captain of the Boston Celtics?
What you mean last captain?
The last player to be named a captain.
Last year?
No, it's been several years. I'll give you one clue.
Smart.
Rajon Rondo. Surprisingly, right? He was the last captain of the team. So for whatever reason, they don't normally name captains, but I agree with Ime last year that they did need somebody to step up and be an extension of him, a voice. Now, the guy you just named is the guy I just was sure would be it. But I think for some reason, I think it'll be an issue with Tatum and Brown for what I don't know, for whatever reason.
Issue like what?
I don't know if Smart got the biggest voice in the room, if it will be respected by those two. That's just a hunch. I have no reason to think that left or right. That's just reading them. That's how it comes off.
I think the main thing with them is pointing the finger, blaming, but not coming up with solutions to, all right, this is what happened. Yeah, my fault. I should. Okay, I'll do that. Like talking it out. Don't point the blame when you did something wrong and you know you did it wrong. And then you're like, I thought you was going, and then I thought, like, how can we get better? How can we learn from this? That's just like the inbounds play in the Milwaukee series. With, you know what I mean? With Marcus Smart.
Smart and Brown. Yeah.
Like, let's talk it out. How can we? Okay, that's my fault. Dang, we had that one. You know, how can we be proactive about it and not really butt heads?
Well, clearly Brown and Tatum like the more free-flowing offense compared to Brad's more structured college offense. But with Brad's offense, it's less of that. It'll be a lot less turnovers in Brad Stevens' offense. I'll just be honest, Jason Tatum. But you know, I mean,
Jaylen Brown, they both 1 and 2.
Yeah, you're right. They were 1 and 2 in the playoffs. You're right. But Tatum broke a daggum record, so I gotta admit you. But again, man, it's gonna be interesting to see because I hear this guy Missoula is a big X and O coach, so they say he is very into the playbook. So I also heard a rumor, I'm sure you did too, that I guess Brad Stevens is real tight with Frank Vogel. So they're thinking of bringing him on to have, because we have zero former head coaching experience on this bench. I mean, man, it would have been nice to have Will Hardy right now, you know. But you know, this guy Joe Mazzulla, he was also a finalist for the Jazz job. He was one of the 3 finalists. So Danny liked him clearly. So
maybe because Danny was over there.
Tell Danny,
we'll trade him.
Yeah, give us a call. Do us a favor, man. What you think of the Jay Crowder rumors?
I mean, he was good for us when he played for the Celtics before. That's a 3-and-D guy. Something the Boston Celtics is pretty much their MO right now.
Big guy. What he about 6'8"?
And he gonna, I don't know if he that tall. Probably 6'5", 6'6".
Somewhere in there.
So I mean, he'll fit well with Brogdon, Smart, Crowder crowd. And he can guard some of your bigger guys that you can kind of put take away from Jaylen Brown and Tatum. That way they can go to some of the other role players, not really your tough matchups, which, they don't shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen and Tatum didn't shy away from in the playoffs. So
no,
I think he'd be a good addition. I mean, what you give up for him is the question. Maybe you give him 2 picks and keep him moving. I don't know what the Suns want. Maybe they're looking for a player. Send them Grant Williams.
I'm sure they want to put. We can't give up Grant now. I mean, we can't give him up now.
Oh, send him Luke Cornett.
I mean, well, see, that's another thing about this. The money is going to be difficult. Like, you're going to have to me, to make it make sense, you ain't going to trade Derrick White for him. I wouldn't trade Derrick White for Jay Crowder, not in 2022.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're going to have to trade Gallinari, man. I mean, people look at this like you're doing them wrong, but I mean, it is what it is, guy. You're not playing. We're in the luxury tax for a guy that's not playing. You owe him nothing. But you can't. I don't think you can trade Gallinari until I think it might be like January or something, or December because of the new contract.
Right before the trade deadline.
Yeah, so I doubt Crowder will be around that long. Before, I know we're gonna wrap up shortly, but I would also like to see Justin Jackson make the end of the bench.
Boy, high on Justin Jackson.
Come on, man! I got to rep my boys. When I can rep my boy, I'm always making a mess. I gotta rep him when I can. But yeah, man. I mean, he looked good in summer league.
That's the.
We got to replace Gallinari's minutes.
That's the season guy. I mean, been in the league probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So he knew what to expect, and then you playing against some guys that's trying to make it. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks from the front office, if they're going to make a decision, if they're going to bring some people in, because Jay Crowder did request a trade, and we are one of a couple teams, 4 teams, 5 teams that's interested. Do Brad make another move elsewhere?
Hey, I gotta say it.
To bring another big guy in there. I mean,
I miss Tice. Stop hating on my man, yo. Stop hating on my boy, man.
Tice is gone for the second time, and he needs to stay there. Have fun in Indianapolis.
Tice has been perfect right now.
Indiana.
He's been perfect right now.
Why?
He can fill 2 slots. Dude, we cannot. Yo, Al, realistically, how many minutes should Al play a night?
He can play about 20 to 23.
That's what I said. At max 25 minutes, Derek. 25. There's 48 minutes in the game. we are already just down to one center. Grant Williams, I mean, come on now.
Two.
Two what?
LC.
Please stop mentioning Luke Kennard, as you call him. You don't even know the dude's name. That's why he ain't playing.
Cornette, I know him.
Yeah, Cornette. Get it right.
Kennard's just more of a ring to it.
Yeah. I hear you. Either way, man, moves need to be made. Stop sleepwalking, man. You know, Brad, it's cool. Brad, you made some great moves this summer. One of them didn't work out.
First of all, we can't complain about what Brad is doing and what he has been doing, because he's done a phenomenal job to get this team to where it is in his first year. So we're just going to have to sit back and relax and let him do what he do. But it's time for guys to step up. You 2 or 3 years in the league, it's time for you to step up. Your time is now. Make the best of your millions. Make the best of your spot on this roster. If not, then you get shipped out. It should be that simple. You came in this league for what? To help a team or to play this game that you love. Show me that.
We giving guaranteed money to
Show me that.
Luke Cornette and Sam Hauser. Okay?
Sam Hauser gonna make the team.
That's bad. That is bad. I mean, I get it. That is bad. He should not make the team.
Why?
Derrick, do you see anything in that guy? Like, let's be serious.
He a pure shooter.
He's not hitting shots. He wasn't hitting shots in summer league. He hit a couple. But everybody out there hit it. He didn't even play better than the kid that got injured that we cut.
Who?
Matt Ryan, I think.
No.
The one that's his name. He hit the game-winning shot. His name is Matt Ryan.
I thought you were talking about the guy they just cut.
Oh, Bruno? Man, get out of here. I remember that guy got drafted by Toronto. We were like, who?
So we had 2 Brunos.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got another one now.
Maybe he can fill up. Maybe he can fill in.
I mean, we'll see, man. I ain't trusting these guys. We need to steamroll the season. We need a 1 or 2 seed comfortably, and we need to go win this daggum championship and stop playing around. All right, Luke Kennard and Sam Hauser ain't gonna get it done.
Hold on. Taco Fall, we need you.
Yo, you a fool. Taco. I miss Taco, man. I miss Taco. No, Taco was terrible. But man, it's not a lot of options. It's a lot of name. Like LaMarcus Aldridge, I'm slightly intrigued by him. He don't,
but I think he accompany.
He can do what Gallinari was going to do.
Yeah, I think he'll fit well with Al. Mm-hmm. And some of that like mid-range elbow kind of jumper, and we need somebody that can kind of stretch the floor without clogging the lane up. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But it's still hope. It's still a great season. We are back into the NBA. The NFL season is kicked off. We are here.
We are a top 3 seed.
For sure, top 3 seed.
Oh, also,
if not top 3 seed, if not top 3 team in the NBA.
RIP to the legend Bill Russell again.
Definitely RIP to
episode 6.
Bill
so it's fitting.
Definitely
very fitting. They're gonna honor him on the court this year. This is a Celtics podcast. If you 47 minutes in and figuring it out yet. They're gonna honor him on the court with the 6. That's dope. I think a couple other.
I'm pretty sure most of the jerseys.
Oh yeah. It might be the time to get you one.
Yeah.
I see a lot of other teams are gonna do some honoring of him. I know it was petitioned to retire his number, or LeBron James himself said that his number should be retired league wide. That's pretty dope.
I think they announced that they was gonna do that.
Oh, you're right. They did. That's
yeah.
right. Everybody that's number 6 now is like grandfathered, so you
Yeah.
can't change again. You're right. They did. Dang, I forgot about that. So that's dope.
That's a
Celtic
lot that
legend.
happened. Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces too for winning the WNBA championship.
Shout out Asia Wilson. I was thinking of that before we started the show.
Yeah,
That chick can ball. She's one of the few chicks in that league that can truly ball.
man.
Sorry,
There's some
ladies.
hoopers over there. Some hoopers over there.
It is some hoopers.
When we was younger, we used to go to Charlotte Sting game all the time. I mean, it was
Really?
free. It was a free in game. I mean, we was young.
I
We was
went to a
like, man,
couple.
let's go. We had an NBA arena. Why not?
What's her name? Don Staley.
Yeah, we used to see her all the time. You know, she doing her thing out in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Just won another national championship.
Oh yeah.
But we get into
wanted to
baseball
say this.
season,
Oh, good.
and my Braves about to win another ring, so we got a big run. I want them to finish first in the NL East, so let's see what happens.
How many games they got left?
It's probably less than 15.
That many? I thought playoffs start right in October.
Yeah, they're about to start out October around Saturday.
They're gonna play 15 games between now and Saturday?
No. I said they probably got less than 15. I don't know how many games they got left.
Good gracious. That's why I can't get in this baseball. That don't even make sense.
It do make sense.
They got less than 15 games left. I would hope so in 4 days.
1, 2. So 7 games left.
That sounds more like it.
7 games left. The season ends for the Braves October 5th. We got to play the Mets one more series.
That's good, right?
It is good, which is Friday. We played them Friday. So that's probably why they resting all these pitchers. We need these wins.
Dang, so Friday. So how many times they play them?
3-game series.
Oh, where is it at? Who's home?
They come to Atlanta, which is good.
And that's to end the season, basically.
Pretty much. Well, somewhat. Did it give you a good lead?
Mm-hmm. That should be interesting.
Got it.
Go Braves.
So Max pitching the first game. Cal Wright pitching the second game.
Oh, we need to go ahead and wrap up.
And Charlie Morton pitching the third.
Rambling on over here.
Predictions.
I mean, you can hate me you want to. I ain't got my Celtics winning championship this year, man. I'm sorry. It's just too much that's going on, man. I mean, I think we'll make it to the conference championship. I do still think we're that good, but the way the team is today on September the 27th, we ain't winning a championship.
I see
the drought continues.
I see this man don't got no hope.
I ain't gonna say I ain't got no hope, but I mean, look where we at. I mean, this is this is a Lakers off season, Derek. This is something I expect from our arch nemesis. This is actually your boys who I think is gonna be coaching the next coach of the Los Angeles Lakers will probably be Ime Udoka. They'll love him out there. He'll have his own TV show at this rate.
Chill out. So we wrapping up today, Harper. We wrapping up, and just wanted to come on and just talk about this breaking news that we had. But we definitely got some NFL to talk about, and we got some other things to kind of mention. I'm sure we have a bigger crowd.
You don't want to talk about NFL.
Why not?
Same reason I don't.
Exactly.
Same reason that
I'm about to say, I mean, we talk about Baker Mayfield. Come on.
You hear that? You hear that, Mees? The
okay.
same reason my team don't want to talk about football is the same reason that y'all don't want to talk about it.
Mac Jones is injured, so
Oh,
We
you right.
we got a new hero in town, Brian Hoyer.
Ain't nothing new about him, buddy. But all right. If maybe he'll actually try and throw the ball downfield, you know.
I mean,
Try something new.
He tried, but it's getting picked off. I mean, this guy got 3 turnovers. I ain't even watch the game because I was at the Eagles watching the game. But I'm like, come on. All I'm saying in the good chat, Mac, another interception. I'm like, oh gosh, he got 5 already, 3 touchdowns, 2 passes.
Yeah, that is.
I gotta get out of here.